She smiles, nods, even laughs at the right moments. You'd never know. You'd never see the weight she carries, the silent battles she fights. But deep inside, it's killing her. Most people mistake her strength for resilience. They assume she's unaffected, that she's strong enough to handle anything. But the truth? Strength isn't about pretending it doesn't hurt. Strength is about facing the pain without letting it define you. And here's the part most people will never understand. The more she suppresses, the more it consumes her. Emotional pain doesn't disappear just because you ignore it. It festers, grows, becomes something darker, and one day it either breaks you or you learn to master it. That's where most people fail. They believe the only options are to suffer in silence or to crumble under the weight. But the ones who truly rise, they do something different. They apply a mindset so powerful, so unshakable, that no pain, no betrayal, no rejection, no loss can ever control them again. This mindset isn't about pretending, it's about understanding. It's about seeing pain for what it is and using it as fuel instead of letting it destroy you. And that's exactly what you're about to learn, because once you master this, everything changes. You stop seeking validation. You stop letting people's opinions dictate your worth. And most importantly, you reclaim control over your own mind. This isn't just philosophy, it's a survival skill, one that has been used for centuries by the strongest minds in history. And today, you're going to learn how to use it for yourself. So if you're ready to break free from the quiet suffering, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. Number 1. The silent war inside. They say time heals all wounds. But if that were true, why do some wounds never seem to fade? Why do certain memories haunt us, certain words echo in our minds long after they were spoken? The truth is, time doesn't heal. It only distracts. And the pain she hides, it doesn't disappear. It buries itself deeper, waiting for the right moment to resurface. Most people think ignoring pain makes them strong. They believe they're handling it by pushing it away, forcing a smile, acting like nothing ever happened. But what they don't realize is that unprocessed pain doesn't stay silent forever. It manifests in anxiety, in self-doubt, in the way they hesitate before trusting, before opening up. This is where the mistake happens. They think the only way to move on is to suppress it, to lock it away in a part of themselves they never visit. But real strength isn't about suppression, it's about acknowledgement. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, understood this deeply. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think about that. You can't control what happened. You can't control the betrayal, the loss, the disappointment, but you can control how you process it. That's the shift. Instead of running from pain, you face it. You observe it without letting it consume you. You detach from it, not by pretending it doesn't exist, but by refusing to let it shape your identity. Because the moment you stop fearing pain, it loses its power over you. Next time you feel that ache creeping in, don't run from it. Sit with it. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? What part of me is resisting this lesson? And most importantly, does this pain define me, or do I define it? Try this for a week. Every time you feel the weight of something unspoken, don't suppress it. Acknowledge it. Watch how that simple shift changes everything. Number 2. The illusion of strength society has convinced us that strength looks like indifference, that the strongest people are the ones who don't care, who don't flinch, who never show weakness. But that's a lie. True strength isn't the absence of emotion. It's the mastery of it. Look at the people who pretend nothing affects them. They wear a mask of confidence, but underneath, They're just as vulnerable, just as affected. The only difference is they refuse to admit it. And that refusal, it doesn't make them strong. It makes them prisoners of their own denial. The real strong ones, they don't need to pretend. They can acknowledge pain without drowning in it. They can feel deeply without being controlled by their feelings. This is exactly what the Stoics understood. Seneca said, "He who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary." Think about that. Most suffering doesn't come from the event itself. It comes from the resistance to it, the constant replaying of what happened, the refusal to accept it. She pretends it doesn't hurt, but deep inside, it's eating away at her. Because every time she denies her pain, she reinforces the belief that feeling it is weakness. But here's the truth. The moment you stop resisting pain is the moment it stops controlling you. Next time you catch yourself pretending, ask yourself why. Who are you trying to convince? The world? Yourself? And more importantly, what would happen if, instead of suppressing, you simply allowed yourself to feel and then let it go? Because that's real power. Not in pretending, but in owning your pain, processing it, and moving forward without letting it define you. If this hit you deep, comment "mindset shift" below. Let's keep going. Number 3, the cost of suppression. She tells herself it doesn't matter, that what was said, what was done, is in the past, that she's fine. But late at night, when the distractions fade and silence takes over, the truth surfaces. Because pain doesn't disappear when you ignore it. It waits. It lingers beneath the surface, shaping your decisions, your relationships, your self-worth, without you even realizing it. Most people think avoidance is the easiest path, that if they bury it deep enough, it will never come back. But the reality, suppressed pain always finds another way out. Maybe it's in the way they push people away without knowing why. Maybe it's in the way they overreact to small things. Or maybe it's in the way they feel exhausted, drained, like they're carrying a weight they can't name. Carl Jung, one of the greatest minds in psychology, said it best. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Think about that. The things you suppress don't just disappear. They control you from the shadows, shaping your reactions, your fears, your limitations. So here's the shift. Instead of suppressing, you start processing. Instead of pretending you're fine, you get honest with yourself. How? You sit with the discomfort. You observe it without judgment. You ask yourself, what am I really feeling? Where is this pain coming from? What belief am I holding on to that's keeping me stuck? Because the truth is, the pain itself isn't what's killing her. It's the resistance to it. It's the weight of constantly pretending. And the moment she stops fighting it, the moment she allows herself to fully see her pain without letting it define her, that's when she takes back control. If you've been carrying something heavy, try this. Instead of running from it, sit with it for 5 minutes. Just 5. No distractions, no phone, no numbing. Just observe it. And watch how, little by little, it starts losing its grip. Comment, letting go, if you're ready to release what's been weighing you down. Number 4, the illusion of control. She tries to control every detail. She replays conversations in her head, wondering what she could have said differently. She holds on to the past, thinking that maybe, just maybe, if she had done one thing differently, she wouldn't feel this way. But here's the truth. The more you try to control the uncontrollable, the more powerless you become. Most people live trapped in this illusion. They think if they just try harder, if they just analyze it enough, they can rewrite what's already happened. But no amount of overthinking can change the past. No amount of worrying can guarantee the future. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus said, Happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. Think about that. The moment you divide your life into two categories, things you can control and things you can't, you free yourself. So what can she control? Her response, her mindset, the meaning she gives to her experiences. She can't change the betrayal, but she can decide if it makes her bitter or wiser. She can't erase the past, but she can choose whether to let it define her or refine her. This is the shift. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" she starts asking, "What can I learn from this?" Instead of obsessing over what she can't change, she focuses on what she can. And that's where real power is. Not in controlling everything, but in mastering yourself. Next time you catch yourself spiraling, stop and ask, "Is this within my control?" If not, let it go. Redirect that energy towards something that actually moves you forward. Because the moment you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you become untouchable. If this resonated, comment "Mindset Upgrade" below. And let's keep going. Number 5. Pain is a teacher, not a curse. She sees pain as the enemy, as something unfair, something she never asked for. And the more she resists it, the more it tightens its grip. But what if the pain isn't here to destroy her? What if it's here to teach her? Most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort. They numb it, outrun it, suppress it. But the ones who truly grow, the ones who become unshakable, are the ones who use their pain as fuel. Because every wound carries a lesson. Every setback holds wisdom. And the moment she stops seeing herself as a victim of her pain and starts seeing herself as a student of it, everything changes. The Stoics believed that suffering isn't what breaks you. It's your perception of suffering that does. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Think about that. What if the very thing she sees as her greatest obstacle is actually the key to her transformation? Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" she starts asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" Maybe the heartbreak is teaching her to stop attaching her self-worth to someone else's love. Maybe the failure is teaching her to redefine success on her own terms. Maybe the rejection is pushing her towards something far better than what she was chasing, but she'll never see it if she keeps resisting. So here's the shift. Instead of fearing pain, she starts listening to it. Instead of running from it, she starts learning from it. And the moment she does, it stops controlling her. Try this. Think of the biggest pain you've been carrying. Instead of seeing it as a burden, ask yourself, "What is this trying to teach me?" Write it down, sit with it, and watch how that single shift changes the way you carry it. If this made you think, comment "Pain into Power" below. Number 6. The art of letting go. She holds on to the past, to the words she never said, to the things she wishes she could change. But holding on isn't making her stronger. It's making her heavier. Most people think letting go means giving up, that if they stop holding on, it means they lost. But the truth, letting go isn't weakness. Letting go is freedom. Imagine carrying a heavy bag everywhere you go. At first, it's manageable, but over time, it drains you. It slows you down. It steals your energy. That's exactly what emotional baggage does. Buddha once said, "You can only lose what you cling to." And the harsh truth, the more she clings to the past, the more power she gives it over her present. The Stoics had a word for this, amor fati, the love of fate. It means embracing everything that happens, good or bad, without resistance. Not just accepting it, but loving it, because it's shaping her into who she's meant to be. So here's the shift. Instead of gripping tightly to what was, she starts embracing what is. She stops replaying conversations that can't be changed. She stops holding on to people who have already let go of her. She stops resisting the reality she's in and starts moving forward. Because the past, it's already gone. The only thing keeping it alive is her attachment to it. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing herself from the weight of what no longer serves her. It means choosing peace over resentment, growth over stagnation. So here's your challenge. The next time you catch yourself dwelling on something you can't change, take a deep breath and say, "I release this. It no longer has power over me." Whisper it, write it, own it, and watch how light you start to feel. If you're ready to let go of what's been holding you back, comment, "I release it," below. At the end of the day, real strength isn't in pretending it doesn't hurt. It's in facing the pain, owning it, and choosing to rise anyway. Because the truth is, pain will come. People will disappoint you. Life will test you. But what defines you isn't what happens. It's how you respond to it. Like this video if this resonated with you. Subscribe if you're ready to take control of your mind. And remember, every challenge, every setback, every moment of pain is shaping you into something greater. Until next time, stay sharp,